Welcome to Business Talks with your host, Kent Adams. Join Kent now as he sits down with business and community leaders to discuss a wide range of important topics in business. Business Talks is brought to you in part by STCU and O'Brien Logistics. Now, here's Kent.
Well, welcome to Business Talks. I'm Kent Adams. I hope you're having a good day. Today, it's beautiful out, and we're warming up this week. And I'm pleased to have, I'm going to get this right, so help me, Mike Muglia.
Very good.
Okay?
Yep.
Did I get close?
You got perfect.
Oh,
That's
all right.
Perfect.
Okay, so I won't I'll just call you Mike from now on.
There we
and then
go.
I've got it set. Mike, I've enjoyed talking with you because you've been on a couple of times, and you have a kind of an interesting background. And then let's first talk about that, and then let's talk about a most interesting new product that you're using that really will save people some money. And it's around roofs and restoring roofs and so forth. But before we get to that, what's your background?
It's very eclectic.
Yeah.
That's got to be about the best way to say it. You know, I've done a lot of different things, and have done sales since I was young.
Okay.
And worked a lot with. The best way to kind of segue into what we're doing now is in 2004. There was a bunch of hurricanes down in Florida.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
They kind of have those down there. Don't
They had 4 of them that hit every county, I believe, except for 7.
Oh, wow.
And they were having laborers. We thought we were going to go down as laborers. We ended up bringing a bunch of crews of guys, and it got us into doing roofs at that point.
Sure.
We started with tarping the roofs, and then we moved right into actually re-roofing. And then in time, I mean, I've gone back and forth to sales. I've been in HR. A lot of, like I said, very
Are you
eclectic.
saying you can't keep a job?
I think that I am a good employee makes a good employer. So there we are. We're at that spot. And about a year ago, we started a light construction company here in Spokane.
Okay.
Spokane Honeydew.
Okay.
And what ended up happening was one of our clients in February called me up and said, "We'd like to partner with you. We like the work that you did for us. We also like, the integrity that you stand behind.
Right.
And we would like to buy a franchise, and we would like you to run it." And so that is exactly how we started out, and that's how RoofRestore has come into
And that's
existence.
the name of the company.
That's the name of our company. It's RoofRestore LLC.
Okay.
And we are certified RoofMax distributors.
Okay.
And RoofMax is a product.
Okay.
RoofRestore is the company. RoofMax is a product.
But you do all things related to roofs, or just the RoofMax?
RoofMax, and we are licensed, bonded, and insured roofers.
Okay.
So with the RoofMax is a spray.
Okay.
And it's a soybean oil-based product with food oils that replenish the oils, the petroleum oils that are put into the asphalt shingles.
Okay.
And so by spraying this product onto the roof, onto the shingle, it brings the flexibility back, and it keeps the granulars on.
Okay.
And so it was a perfect, why replace the roof if you can restore it?
Yeah.
And so that's how we started. We are only about 3.5 months into buying the franchise of RoofMax. And we're killing it. We're starting to we're really giving people options.
Yeah, to me, that when you said that, that's what the word I thought of, options, okay? And in some cases, it might make sense to replace the roof, okay? But if you're going to sell a house or whatever, here's an opportunity, probably a lot less in terms of investment, and to help revitalize, if you will. I mean, to me, it's like, do you replace the grass out front, or do you fertilize it and make it greener?
Exactly.
It's if you can do that and it adds value to your property, why not do that?
Absolutely.
So that's what you're talking about.
That's exactly what. Okay. Yeah, I mean, great analogy with the grass and the whole.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't grow granulars.
Yeah.
On the top of the top of the roof. However, one thing I like to tell people is that your product that was 25 years ago, your asphalt shingle that was sold, it was a lot thicker because the petroleum costs were lower.
Okay.
And so as time went on and petroleum went up, then all of a sudden the shingle started to get thinner.
Okay, so, and more brittle and everything else that goes with that,
well,
right?
yeah, because what happens is that the oil, that petroleum oil, keeps it from being brittle.
Okay.
And so if there's not as much oil in there, then they're gonna dry out a lot faster.
Yeah.
And then with that, you know, when the wind comes up and the hail comes up and the storms, then they break quicker and they, you know, so.
Okay.
With restoring a shingle that's on your roof, you're getting them higher value than even possibly replacing it.
So you're not talking about just maintaining what's up there now. You're talking about something that enhances what's there.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And maintaining is a very good word. It's kind of like, you know, we got skin and you put oil on your skin or you put creamer and moisturizer.
But what you do will improve what's there already.
Exactly.
So you really, it's not going to, okay, we're at 10 years, now this will give it another 10 years kind of thing. What you really are doing is making up for some of the last few years and setting it ahead.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I mean, to me, that...
You're bringing it, it would be easier to say that we bring it back so many years.
Yes.
But, you know, I mean, really, honestly, what it is we have a 5-year guarantee on the flexibility of that shingle.
Okay.
So home inspectors come up, and that's what they look at it, and they're like, oh, how many years do I have left on this roof?
Yes.
They look at the granules on there.
Okay.
And then they start to feel the flexibility. So if they feel something that is as flexible as a newer roof shingle, they're going to extend
more lifetime.
More lifetime, right? So we are able to guarantee that shingle will have the flexibility for 5 years.
Wow, that's really interesting. I tell you what, let's take a break, and when we come back, let's talk about the cost difference on an average home and so forth, and especially, I remember you telling me the first time we met that the value if you're selling your house and that inspection, but also the look and everything else that goes with it, because most of us have 15, 20-year-old roofs, you know, and so maybe this is something I better be looking at, huh?
Perfect.
Yeah, okay. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Nikki Butler, and I'm a regional manager for STCU. My lunch buddy is Nicole.
I'm Brandy Schloss. I'm a regional manager at STCU. My lunch buddy is Angelina. She's grown up with me. I've grown up with her. To see her graduate will be a lot of fun.
Brandy and I have been lunch buddies since the girls were in 2nd grade. It's great that STCU provides me with the opportunity to be part of Reach for the Future. We are committed to the children. We're committed to our community. I'm Nikki.
I'm Brandy.
And STCU is here for good.
O'Brien Logistics would like to invite you to try our local and regional transportation services. With Sprinter vans, lift gates, hot shot flatbeds, and expedited services, our people are ready to step in and help with your transportation needs. Our services are 24/7, 365, and we are trained and prepared to handle air cargo and Canadian shipments. Give us a call at 208-305-2311 or visit our website at o'brienlogistics.net. That's OBRIEN logistics.net.
I'm going to try it the second time. Mike Muglia.
Very good.
Did I do it? Twice
Absolutely.
Twice in 1.5 hour.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it, bud. Okay, it's Mike from now on.
All right.
Okay. You know, when you have a name like Adams, and even Kent, my first name is John. I mean, that's pretty simple and straightforward. And then you get all these names that have a great twang to it and sound great and so forth. That and of course it has nothing to do with age, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Muglia, it's spelt with a G. It's Italian. I used to tell everybody, you know, you got to use your hands.
Okay.
I've gotten Muglia and Muglia. I mean, everything from, you know. So anyways, when I think it was the wedding planner or the wedding singer,
yes.
and they had a Julia Gulia.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I can tell you how to say my name.
All right. Well, one of the things you mentioned before that really caught me was the fact that you can really save some money and put off that expensive in relative terms of replacing your roof. And if you've got a decent sized house, that can be thousands of dollars.
Absolutely.
Okay? And so if I have a home and I need to replace the roof, what's the cost of doing and the investment cost of doing the roof max? I mean, what kind of dollars am I saving?
So you're basically saving a quarter to a third
Really?
of the cost.
Okay.
So I like to tell people in relation, okay, it will cost you just about equal amounts to rip one layer of roof off as it is to spray
Really?
the existing
Okay.
the existing roof on there. And so it's quite a bit different.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're not replacing the shingles, so you're not buying all the product. You're not buying that product.
Right.
You don't have the labor. I mean, in actuality, I can do in 2 hours with 2 people.
Yes.
What it might cost me 3 days with 5 people to do.
Okay.
And so
That's a good example.
just that
Yeah.
aspect.
And we all know you're going to not only have the product for the construction, but the labor cost and
The labor costs and even the risk, the risk factor. I mean, it's a lot different to spray, up on the roof, even though,
Right.
you think, well, you're up in the air.
But you're only up for
a short period of time,
Right.
and you're not lifting a whole bunch. You're literally walking back and forth,
Yeah.
and it's a lot safer that way. You're not putting all of those all of the shingles into the landfills.
Yes.
So it's a win there.
Yes.
You're supporting the soybean industry. It's a
Okay.
win there.
Yes.
You're supporting your pocketbook. It's a win there.
Yeah, yeah.
And not only that, think about it this way. I've really been talking to a lot of realtors.
Okay.
And we just saved a deal from going south.
Okay.
Simply because the seller didn't want to spend the $12,000 to re-roof the house, but he was very willing to spend $2,000 on spraying the house.
Wow.
And so it was a good deal.
Yeah.
And the realtor was happy.
Yes.
The new buyers were happy.
Yes.
And the sellers
Yeah. Saved a few
got
bucks.
Saved
Yes.
a few
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah.
So those types of things.
Yeah. How late this fall will you be able to do this?
All the way up until we just have
So you have to
it,
shovel snow off the roof.
basically. Yeah, I mean, as long as we have 30 minutes to 60 minutes before it rains,
Okay.
we can get the product
Okay.
onto the roof.
Okay.
And so,
Now
as
is
that
this
goes
just
on.
a spray thing? Is
It
that
is.
what you
It's
do?
a
Okay.
low pressure
Okay.
sprayer.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to rip off. You can't do it with a power washer. You rip
Yeah.
the granulars right off
Well,
the
you
roof.
don't want to spray the neighbors either.
Yeah, and well, that brings up a good point because it's all environmentally biodegradable, all that. If it gets on your plants, if your dog eats it, if it gets onto your siding, simply wash it off with water.
Oh.
And it's not even a scrub off. It is
Yeah.
literally spray it off with water.
Wow.
And we had one client just a couple weeks ago. I guess we left little white spots on her flowers. And she was more concerned and called me the next day and says, "Okay, I was concerned. I saw the white spots on all of my flowers and plants,
they all gonna
and
die?
I woke up this morning and it was gone, and they're all alive."
All right.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't have to get a second call from her.
Don't want to mess with
No.
the curb appeal.
No. So tell me now, how can people get in touch with you?
The best way is my phone number,
Okay.
which is 509-204-6363.
Okay.
Spells mend. So mend your roof.
Okay.
So again, 204-6363. You can get together with me on RoofRestorePros.com.
Okay.
Roof Restore Pros, or it would be M. Muglia,
Okay.
which will be more difficult because of the way you spell my name.
Yeah.
At Roof Restore Pros.
Okay.
Facebook, we have a Facebook page
Okay.
under Roof Restore.
Okay.
So,
Are you having fun?
I actually, yes,
Okay.
I love it.
That's a question I ask an awful lot of our business folks that come in here because, as you know, most of our folks, not all, are small business owners. And I had someone in this morning who went from 2 shops to 5 just in the last year, and I had to lean over and say, "Are you having fun?" Because I know if you more than double the number of coffee shops that you have, there's a lot of pressure and loans and everything else that happen. But he was able to say, "Yes, I am, Kent." So
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I get to work with my brothers.
Oh, okay.
I get to work
Is
with
that
my
a
brothers.
good thing or bad?
Absolutely great.
Oh, okay.
And
Because they're going to watch this, so you have to say that, don't you?
and my kids. I mean, I have 6 boys.
Oh, do you
and,
really?
So we've really made it into a family.
So you grew a family to do this, didn't you?
There we go. Yeah, exactly.
6 boys.
It's cheap labor.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I think
There's no child labor laws when it comes to
I think
your
they're going to be
kids,
talking
correct?
to you, Dad. Yeah, now Dad says we're cheap labor.
Well, the interesting point is that you say those types of things, but I really find that it's, in my own personal opinions, it's a great thing to have since I have 6 boys, young men working.
Yeah.
It's very good for their morale, for their psyche, all of that.
Yeah.
And sometimes in the environment we're in, if, they can't hire 16-year-olds because 16-year-olds don't come with the insurance, you know?
Yep.
And they can't hire, so at 18, they'd be rather playing video games.
Yeah, yes.
So I think it's really good if you can get kids working. And so this has been something that has caused me to have a lot of fun.
I was getting a haircut and stuff this morning. I was talking with the gal, and she was asking, because she cuts one of my grandson's hair, who's just turned 16, and he's doing a lot of the video games and stuff. And my point was, yes, he's going to get it now that he's got a car and everything else. He's going to get out there and start working, because I think there's a value in showing up for work and being on time and helping out and all of that sometimes gets pushed off to the side.
Right. Absolutely. And we've had a lot of young men, I'll hire young women as well, insofar as getting them something that is contributing, and that's what you want to do. And
they have their own money, and they're proud of that too, and they can buy their own video game,
and they stimulate the economy. And
absolutely.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. So we have a good product, we have a good company.
Good.
We definitely want to get the word out there.
Yeah.
We want to increase it's an education factor at this point.
Yes.
Nobody knows what RoofMox will do.
It's new. It's a new way to go, and I think it's terrific.
Yes.
I think it's absolutely terrific for all the reasons you talked about, the environment and everything else that goes with it, not to mention the cost.
Right.
I mean,
and
there's nothing wrong with saving some money.
There's nothing wrong whatsoever in saving money, and especially it just allows for a new homeowner. Think about this. They come in and they're like, well, I've got 15 years on the roof. I wonder, if I spend less on replacing the roof, I can redo that kitchen.
Yeah.
Or I can put, new carpet into the house, and it just makes it a little bit easier on their pocketbook.
Yeah.
Or they can take a vacation.
What the heck?
All
right. Vacation.
Save $12,000. Let's go on a vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Thank you, Ken.
Good job. Great to see something like this happen, and especially here in our Spokane area. So.
Absolutely. Well, exciting, and thanks for having me.
You're most welcome. Thanks for watching Business Talks. See you next week. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Business Talks is produced in Spokane, Washington by SpokaneTalksMedia.com, which is solely responsible for its content. Business Talks is brought to you in part by STCU and O'Brien Logistics. Ask Kent a question, recommend a guest, or hear this program again on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com.